The comforting conceit heard so often during Donald Trump's 201,721 presidency that he is an unpleasant but temporary American aberration is harder than ever to believe after last week's landslide victory in Iowa. That being the case, Trump is on track to win his third consecutive Republican presidential nomination and a possible second White House term. The bigger picture worldwide is even more worrying. Far from being an exception to the rule, Trump reinforces, popularizes a regressive global trend towards authoritarian, totalitarian, dictatorial, nationalist and religiously, ethnically, culturally majoritarian right-wing forms of government. To put it more simply, fascism is on the march once again, and liberal democracy is in danger of being crushed under its marauding boots. Is this an unpleasant hiccup or a temporary episode? Or does it herald the beginning of a post-democratic era? Iowa was a reminder that Trump's nihilistic brand of anti-politics easily transcends the national borders he is so eager to reinforce. It has almost universal and persuasive appeal among people who distrust their leaders or feel betrayed by their leaders. Trump represents big man, the national dictator, who promises to defend, support little man and his threatened watchwords of identity community. In return, he demands the dictator's unlimited power and loyalty. This is old New Deal of century security, uniformity, conformity, and social validation for dominant majority at expense of civil liberties, legal liability, independent media, diversity, and minority rights. This is the model in force or gaining ground from Beijing, Moscow, Delhi to Cairo and Buenos Aires, via Rome, Paris, Berlin. Trump's approach to Iowa exemplified how anti-democratic anti-politics works. He mostly avoided rallies and meet and greets with voters, boycotting debates with rival candidates and traveling aloof in a motorcade of black Secret Service limousines that cut power. But his imperial demeanor, lavishly funded TV ads and tough take-no-prisoners agenda created a record victory. Many voters wholeheartedly applaud Trump's autocratic style. They say democracy does not benefit them. And in a world too woke, there is too much freedom taken and assumed. They believe the lie that he is the victim of false slander by deep state opponents who fear his righteous struggle to save America from itself. Some claim that God sent him as a savior. Only he can stop the apocalyptic national decline. And Trump biblically vows that vengeance will be theirs. His is a classic cult conspiracy of lies. Stalin, Mao or Louis XIV would recognize this. Like them, Trump is trying to rule absolutely. British conservative philosopher John Gray develops a general theory of democratic decline in his 2023 book The New Leviathan. He argues that Western leaders and writers were sadly mistaken about their grotesque idea that the end the Cold War in 1989 to 91 heralded a permanent end of history victory-free Sochi.